everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our podcast.
Today we're covering another edition in the Equestria Girls series,
Forgotten Friendship. What? In this TV special, yearbook editor Sunset Shimmer finds that the Humane Six don't remember their friend, or that she reformed, so she teams up with the great and powerful Trixie to find it.
And didn't expect her to be part of this movie because in the last four that they had, she kind of was just background, or she was still kind of like a bit of a rival, but not a threatening rival. She's just like, she just bluffs on everything.
So, this was a very fun movie. Mm-hmm. And you were telling me that it originally wasn't a movie?
Yes, it said it was a 5-part special. It was like a short, and they would air them on the YouTube channel for Hasbro. Mm-hmm. And then probably each day or each week, they would show the next part of it. It would just be just like a 10-minute or 9-minute clip. Mm-hmm. And then when you put them all together, they kind of make up close to pretty much what qualifies legally as a movie. Mm-hmm. So they just went ahead and kind of edited down anything like the end screens and stuff, put them together, and then you can see that on YouTube or you can see it on Netflix.
Okay. And in this one, the forgotten friendship is caused by someone who feels like she's an outsider and that she's invisible.
Right. And we don't want to reveal. Do you want to reveal who it is, or you want to just keep it a surprise in case people haven't seen it?
She's not one of the main six, so they don't even know who she is anyway.
You're like, who? Right. Okay. Well, when we first started watching it...
yes, you're right. We shan't say who
Okay, when it was first on, it kind of takes place, when they stop having the pony Twilight Sparkle come in every single movie to help them. So it kind of starts off this thing where equestrian magic is leaking into the human world, and they have to keep, controlling it and either send it back to Equestria or keep it from falling into the wrong hands, which it keeps doing, as you can see in each movie. So that's become kind of the new plot for the human world. We have to keep equestrian magic out of villains' hands because it easily corrupts.
And remember, magic always comes with a price. In every single story, movie, or television show you've ever seen about magic, that is the ultimate message.
Right? And this was actually one of the best ones. I mean, all of them are great, but this one, even though it was cut from the standard hour long like they had the others when they were theatrical movies, this one actually told a pretty deep story, and they got to show some more pony lore. When Sunset went back to Equestria, found out why the others couldn't remember who she was, and they went to this whole library, secret library that Twilight didn't know about. She was just fangirling and learning that there was this stone that could wipe out memories. And they have the clover,
a sorcerer's stone, all these other stones that come up in
or the philosopher's stone or something.
Movies that have stones,
And they have these characters called Clover the Clever versus Star Swirl the Bearded, and they started getting into really deep pony lore like they were doing in season 7. So we got a point where it was actually pretty serious because they said if they couldn't reverse it, then they would forget her for good. And unexpectedly, she had to team, like we said, with the great and powerful Trixie, who's just as narcissistic as she is as a pony. Only in here, when they keep thinking, okay, I know you did it, I know you did it, I know I didn't, I haven't done it yet. and it really ties into how, Sunset has really changed from the beginning of this Equestria Girls series, how she started as an antagonist, and how much damage she could have caused and has caused when she was first evil, and then she's really come a long way and has made friends, and she really has become a trusted member of the Humane Six.
And she really treasures them, and she did not want to lose it. She did not want them to forget her. And she told the person who did this, I can understand how you feel. I was in your place at one time. But it can change for you. Great message.
And one of the whole hilarious parts is that we know the running gag for this franchise that it has a bunch of songs in, just like My Little Pony. And then the point when the culprits start singing about how they did it, and all of a sudden in the middle of the song, Trixie said, oh, she's still singing? And I thought she was done. She's still singing. Oh, okay. And then they're like, wow, she's taking a lot longer than I thought with this song. And then even a point during the song where Sunset went, while she was singing, so they really have to sit and listen to her sing out what happened and why and why they did it. And then she's going through, and someone's going through the bag, like, okay, I need this. Okay, I'll just get this. And it was while they're singing, so they're actually listening in real time. Even when they had it back in the camera, and they were singing in real time. So that was one of the hilarious parts. They're like, yeah, we know, we're singing. Yeah, just keep going. They're so used to it. It's like, okay, just get it over with.
Right. So this was great, absolutely great. And if you haven't seen it, you should have seen it. We don't know. Dudley, have you seen it?
Oh, yes, he has. Okay. He's caught up with My Little Pony. He's seen all the Equestria Girls, all the seasons up to season 9, which we don't know is aired yet. He's in the theatrical movie. And the holiday special, he's seen everything.
So, as you said, this is one of the best of the movies. They're all great, but this one, as you said, really stood out as far as plot, storytelling, character development, and just having something that normally doesn't happen in the Equestria world.
Right.
Where the main 6 are versus where the Humane 6 are.
Right. And that really stood out for this film. It was really, really great. Even if it was just a couple of shorts put together, it still actually flowed like one special, so they could have just done that anyway.
Kind of reminds me of Monster High when they were having the webisodes. And then they took the disc and they put them all on a disc, making them a movie rather than separate. So it works when you've got really good writing, really great characters, and a great story to tell.
Right.
It can work, and it seems seamless, and you don't know that these were separate stories instead of one long movie. So they did a great job.
Right. And probably one last thing I want to mention would be like I think they had a few songs, like they had the opening song and then the yearbook song and stuff. Probably the standout song was the one the culprit sang called Invisible, which didn't even sound like an Equestria Girl or an MLP song.
That's true.
It sounded like you said a Monster High effect where it didn't sound like this is for like this kids show, this franchise stuff. It was like one of those songs you would hear on the radio or a CD album.
Really like a pop song.
Yeah, and one of the best parts about this is how they can really jump out of their comfort zone and have these really great big songs and stories that are beyond what My Little Pony tells.
Great. And I'm so glad you mentioned the comfort zone, because I found the original My Little Pony series at Dollar Tree for $1, and I attempted to get Rascal to watch this with me because I didn't remember. Thank God I didn't remember watching it, but I really wanted to see the origin of where this was translated from. And we only got through like 4 or 5 episodes. She was like, I can't watch this. I'm like, but it's where the original My Little Pony came from. I can't watch it. So if any of you have seen this original concept where this was derived from, let us know in the comments. And if you'd like to hear a podcast on this original show that's really different, but you can see where the characters were developed from the main 6 and where some of the plot lines come from, I think it's like exciting and interesting. Yes, it's different. Yes, it's not as, I would say, as
epic.
I don't say interesting. Not as,
it wasn't as
moving.
Epic, yeah.
Right. It doesn't move along at the same pace as the current franchise does. But it has its own little novelty trinkets in there that I think are really nice for when it originally came out in like 1980, I think.
Plus we saw one of the incarnations they had where they could be humans.
Was it 80 or was it before 80?
Probably. It looked like 80s. It really did. Okay. We even saw Kathy Weslick was one of the original voices.
Yes, and that was a nice thing to hear. So,
and we even found out that in one of the incarnations where they had humans, they actually did delve into a bit of the dark, so they had to fight some demonic ram or something. It was like, whoa. So they weren't too far off when they set up for Friendship is Magic.
So, if you've seen this movie, let us know what you think in the comments below. If you've seen the original series this is based from, let us know in the comments below. And if you'd like to see a podcast on the original series so you can kind of see where everything started and how it influenced these wonderful characters we know and love, let us know in the comments below. Because like Rarity, I just can't take it.
Oh, that's the nastiest thing! Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'm Vascular Entertainment.
And I'm Mama Entertainment.
Have a tuntastic day.
Peace.
And reporters sitting, flashing lights, trying to walk around, man, who the hell are you? What you wanna do? Well, man, it's on you. Man, it's on you. Met her in my dreams, she was my queen. I cast Hustling the mountaintops, rivers and streams. Plucking sunlight from the sky in my pocket. Give it to you later on in the form of a rocket.